This man was the unluckiest person in the world. He had simply fallen asleep on a plane. When the plane landed, the man discovered his country no longer existed due to war and turmoil. This rendered his passport and currency completely invalid. Jack hurriedly sought help from the airport supervisor, Mark. Unfortunately, he couldn't understand a word Mark was saying. The airport supervisor could only use apples and chips to demonstrate his meaning. After Jack roughly understood, the supervisor told him to wait at the airport, but he could neither return to his country nor leave the airport. Jack had become an orphan abandoned by the entire world. A kind-hearted police officer gave him some meal vouchers and then emphasized again that he was forbidden from leaving the airport. However, just as Jack was helping a little girl close her suitcase, his meal vouchers were accidentally blown away by the wind. A cleaner, thinking they were trash, threw them into the garbage bin. Without meal vouchers, Jack could only search for temporary shelter. He pushed 2 rows of seats in the waiting area together to make a simple bed. But in this noisy environment, Jack couldn't sleep peacefully. He thought it would only take a few days before he could return to his country. Unfortunately, a week later, Jack still hadn't received any notification. Every day, he could only eat the free crackers available at the airport to stave off hunger. The public restroom was his bathroom. At night, Jack would return to rest on the chairs in the waiting area. That day, Supervisor Mark was shocked to find he was still at the airport. If Jack were seen by his superiors, it would affect his promotion. So the supervisor immediately found Jack. Mark hinted that there was a 3-minute window when the guards changed shifts. As long as Jack walked out the door, he could legitimately have the police take Jack away. The supervisor then went to the surveillance room to observe Jack's every move. However, at that moment, Jack sensed the camera was constantly watching him. By the time Mark had someone move the camera away, it was already too late. Mark's scheme had failed. To survive at the airport, Jack decided to find a job to earn money. But none of the airport shops were willing to hire him, which left Jack feeling very dejected. However, heaven wouldn't destroy an optimistic person. While using the restroom, Jack discovered an unfinished wall. After a night of hard work, he had transformed the wall completely. The next day, the construction workers discovered Jack's exceptional talent, and he successfully obtained a hard-won job. Little did he know, Mark had been watching all of this.